tenacity beats talent when talent isn't willing to work hard.
Right.
But what is tenacity?
Next level, it's the next level. Put the middle finger to the devil. Fire with fire, fed him f***ing medals. Got him self-made, I live to be a rebel. Next level, it's the next.
Alright, so what are we talking about tonight, Si?
Tenacity.
Tenacity. I think it's a really good one to talk about because a lot of people know about the quote, talent, was it tenacity beats talent when talent isn't willing to work hard.
Right.
But what is tenacity?
Explain it to them.
We gotta break it down. It's actually another word for determination, pretty much.
Right.
So if you do not have the attitude of determination or the approach of determination in whatever it is you're doing,
right,
it's pretty much a surefire way to fail.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's like just planning preparing yourself to fail. Because you can have you can have a dream with no tenacity. You know what I mean?
I'll reframe that a little bit.
Okay.
You can have a dream, but you won't see its reality.
Yeah.
Without tenacity.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because you can do that, bro. Like, if you don't have tenacity, you pretty much don't have a dream. Like, you can say, okay, I have a dream, but where are you going with it?
You'll be wondering.
Yeah, you'll be just wondering, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You'd be wondering. I think that's, it's so interesting to talk about this because I've seen it time and time again.
Right.
You know, where if you go to a specific, like a certain class,
right,
or you see people that are like plugging away, but it's almost like they just stay there. We've and this is something we should talk about because it reminds me of the thing we were listening to last week, that track by Earl Nightingale, where he was going to that writers meetup, that class, but then he ended up leaving there to actually just start writing, like just working on writing, whereas everyone at the class kind of just stayed in a loop where they were just continuously studying and meeting up. Right. And never getting out. That's a really powerful thing to talk about.
Yeah, by no work, yeah. That's pretty much it. Because like I think we all some people get caught up in that too. Like where you just go like doing the same things every day.
Yeah.
That's pretty much go to class, right?
Like a loop.
Yeah, like a loop thing.
Stuck in a loop.
Yeah. And you don't look outside like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
What should I do?
Yeah.
You know? And like the good example you told me last time was someone who's really good at guitar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just don't have that tenacity to make it to be a full-time musician.
Yeah, well, how many great painters are there and we don't even know who they are?
I don't.
Yeah, unless they've been, but you know, that's really cool. We should talk about the traits of tenacity.
Yeah.
Like, what is a painter that becomes, like, say, notable for his work and, you know, earns a, not I don't like saying earning a living, but lives off of his work pretty much.
Lives off his work, yeah.
He's able to, thrive.
Yeah, cause man, like if you don't have that person to redefine that skill that you have, you can never bring it into reality. You know what I mean? Like to live by and inspire the world and be known for.
Yeah, and I think that's why self-development is so crucial to any artist, any entrepreneur's journey.
Right.
Any dreamer's journey, because if you're not willing to develop yourself, to learn the ins and outs of how you as an individual operate, then you're kind of going in without the right sense of awareness, or like the fullest sense of awareness. Because isn't it what, didn't Russ say that? He was like, no one can tell him about him because he knows so much about himself. Right. And that's because he's done self-development.
Yeah, because I think too also if you haven't done the self-development, it's so easy for you to be knocked out by just even criticism. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because it's really like everyone, like outside there, everyone has an opinion, you know what I mean? Everyone want to point out the thing that you're not doing right, the thing that you're not good at something, you know? Yeah. Everyone want to point out. But if you haven't done a self-journey where like you actually know who you are, you believe in yourself, so anything from outside doesn't really like knock you down.
That's true. Because self-development, that's the whole point of self-development. If you haven't gotten into it just yet, is it's all self-development is for the sake of becoming self-aware. Right. And the more aware you become of yourself, the easier it is to determine what direction you want to take your craft. Yeah. And you become really like tenacious, like with your work. You become really determined. Yes. And you have like a sense of self-belief on who you are. And from there, anything from outside doesn't matter after that. Yeah, I reckon like once you've done yourself aware, like you've gotten to the point where you are at a degree of being so aware of yourself that the work just speaks volume because you're able to express yourself and understand why you're expressing yourself like that.
Right.
Don't you reckon, like with creativity, it's specifically creativity, like because every practical dreamer, you're a creative. Every entrepreneur is a creative. Every artist, obviously, creative. But you are, especially once you've done the self-development journey, you're at such a degree, such a high degree of creative thinking that, and you're aware of your creativity, that you're able to speak volumes through your craft,
right? Which
I think is really important. I think the only way to do that is through reps.
Through reps, yeah. Because when you put in reps, you become really good at it. You know what I mean? And it can just tell from your voice, from the expression. People can actually know, oh yeah, this person is actually in touch with his creativity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of like scare people away, yeah.
Yeah.
And it scared people away from all. They wouldn't even criticize you. What are they going to do? They won't say anything.
And again, it all stems from tenacity.
Tenacity.
You need to be determined to get whatever done. And it doesn't matter if you're good at it at first. You may suck. You actually may not be good at what you like. Remember when we started music together?
Right.
I actually thought, I just was refusing to think that I'm bad. But see, tenacity wins.
Tenacity will always win.
You get moving. And that's always a good thing. And that's what you need from start to finish, because once you finish, I feel like once you achieve something, the challenge from there is to avoid complacency.
Right.
And you still need tenacity to drive past. Yeah, like to just avoid that and get on to the next
chapter. Yeah. Because anyone can be really complacent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in any field, bro. Like at any stage of your creativity or in your dream or in your business. You know, until you find a way to shut things off again.
Yeah.
And that you need to determine to go outside there, look for new information, look for people, different brains, you know?
Yeah, and I feel that tenacity is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
I like saying that. I felt good.
We started in the morning, remember? When we were doing our workout.
Yes.
And we just said, nah, today got a challenge.
Determined
to challenge ourselves.
Definitely.
And it's pretty amazing, man. It's a good trait to have.
It is, and even in order to do the repetitions, you've got to identify yourself as a tenacious individual. Doesn't matter how old you get. You could be any age listening to this, because tenacity is a vibe. It's something that you got to adopt and just choose to start doing, and then you start doing it. And like, I also think that it doesn't matter. Like now they say some people have it, some people don't. I think that's bullshit, right?
It's bullshit. You know why is that?
Why?
You know why it's bullshit?
Why?
Because anyone can adopt it.
Anyone can. It's a trait.
Yes. Even if you see all these, like, okay, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's people who are just natural determined. They're born with it, with the trait.
Yes.
Right. But there are people who are admire that trait.
Yeah.
And that's why is that, like, if a talent don't work, tenacity always win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You can feel corny for like 5 years right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say someone who, especially talented people, they have this ego they don't really get. You know, they have this self-image where like they feel they're really good. You know, when that artist just everything just
I know how to explain it. They feel impressed by their own ability.
Yes, they feel impressed, and then from there they think they're good. So they will just kick back and all of that.
Yes.
And then there's someone who don't have that skill but works really hard.
Yeah.
You know, in few years, who will look really bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the artist that was really impressed by his own ability. But don't do anything about it. Don't challenge, don't try to polish his craft.
And now that you say that, I'm actually thinking about it like the person that is more impressed by himself has not been made aware that you need to be more involved with what you're doing than be more impressed. Like, you know, I was thinking about that just before. I actually wrote it down. I was like, talent loses, but why do they lose?
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I'm just like, it's because they didn't earn their talent in a way.
Right.
Like, it's a natural, you know, when someone's natural at something and then they pursue it because it best fits them. Yeah. And they definitely do really well.
Good, yeah.
However, I've noticed that the people that start out not that good, but are just so
driven,
determined
to
become great.
Right.
They just have this different fuel. They just have a different.
You're right, fuel. Man. You're right.
That's what they're doing.
Because most of the people that are really rare right now, bro, they didn't go to school. There wasn't like someone like Jay-Z. They say, "Oh, Jay-Z, you suck. You don't. We're not gonna give you a record deal because you suck." But you see,
when he first started.
Yeah, when he first started,
they were just like, he's horrible.
Yes, because it wasn't just born to be. It wasn't talented as people think.
Yeah.
But because it did the journey.
Yeah.
It saw like self-aware.
Yeah.
And he just said, "Nah, I'm gonna be determined. If you guys don't want to open this door for me, I'm gonna open the other door."
Yeah.
And become who he is today, bro.
And he just made his own.
Yes, bro. And I've seen a lot of very talented people.
Yeah.
Do nothing with the talent.
Yeah.
And everyone that winning right now is all the underdog. People who are just not talented but pursue it and be determined with the journey.
Yeah.
And they're all winners, man.
They are. And also I want to just point out that Jay-Z is an entrepreneur and a practical dreamer. He's a great example of the lifestyle that practical dreamers lead with their example. But yes, you got to start off with tenacity. Identify that in the mirror.
Right.
Say it to yourself in the morning. I am tenacious and I am hungry to succeed in whatever talent I am pursuing.
Right, 100% sure. And I know in the beginning of everything, you're always gonna meet with a resistance, but you have to push through. You have to determine. You have to be really say, "I want it." You know what I mean? And
it's good that you pointed that out. That's very important. Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Like with resistance, what Sai is saying, I don't really have to say anything after that. But resistance never ends. You just become stronger. But the only way you're going to get to that result of being a stronger character with the talents that you're adopting and the ability that you're becoming greater at is through tenacity.
Tenacity, bro.
Yeah. And we're almost time. So I think that's about it for today.
Thank you guys for today.
Yeah, thanks so much for listening. Let us know if this helped. I'd love to know. Please comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube. And we'd love to get some feedback and keep getting better, even at our craft. This is a tenacious pursuit. We're tenaciously pursuing this.
Don't be shy to tell us what you think about it.
Yes.
What we can change. We need a feedback from you guys.
Of course, that's
so
how
we can
get
serve you right. You know?
Yeah, that's actually the best. He nailed it right there. So that we can serve you with the right kind of information that can better your journey. Yeah, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and also too, if you want us to talk about something, make sure you comment down below. Tell us the topic. What do you think you want us as a practical dreamer? Tell us what you want us to talk about, and we can come and sit down and help you and serve you. That's why we're here. Yeah. Most definitely, we can share our thoughts on whatever it maybe you're going through, and it can help to serve you potentially. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening, watching, and we will talk to you all tomorrow. Wow. Well, that 17 minutes was quick. What the fuck?
Oh, I made it 17 minutes, but I just wanted to go from 12 to 15. Okay. So I was like, okay, we've said what we've had to say, and once we're starting to run in loops,